Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ultimate Team Experience, where we track three players' vastly different Madden Ultimate Team experiences, offering insight and advice so that you can get the most out of your Ultimate Team experience. As always, I'm joined by Platt.
Hey, guys.
And Swain.
What's up, fellas?
My name is Wes, and guys, we got a lot to talk about. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good, really good.
All right, well, before we get started into the deep content of the night, every week we track our teams, and at the end of the week, we set out goals for the week for our teams. So based on the goals that we had set for our teams last week, how are we looking this week? What's our update? Platt?
Doing pretty good. I'm at an 82 overall. And
I think you had shot for an 83, so
shot for an 83, so I'm a little short there, but I do have about 1.1 million in the bank. So
get that.
Feeling pretty good about my team.
Okay, Swain?
I was undefeated in Weekend League. I didn't have anybody beat me in solo battles. All jokes aside, it was a really good week for me. I ended up making a ton of coins on the, I'm going to say it now because I don't think it's going to be valuable anymore. I was buying low legends for around 13 to 15,000 coins. I was throwing them in the exchange set. I don't even know what's in that exchange set, but I was making a ton of coins. I was selling cards for 100 to 130 to 170,000 coins. It may still be valuable today. I haven't checked it, but I made a lot of coins. I'm sitting over 4 million now at the moment. We did I ripped a bundle on Friday with Ichabod, and then I did another bundle at some point, and they were really good. But I sold Barry Sanders. My team's an 85 overall. I'm trying to think of what my actual goals were last week. Can you remind me what they were?
It was something about Weekend League, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Probably 16
You wanted to be an
wins.
86 overall and have $1 million in the bank.
Oh, I excelled.
So
I'm good.
Crushed that.
I'm good. If you guys didn't know, Weekend League's not out, and it's not going to be out this week either. That was kind of the fun joke. But yeah, it was a good week. I'm happy.
Swain, did you have any good pulls this week? What was your best pulls?
88 Aaron Donald quick sell off of Get a Gold.
And
actually, Swain. Sorry.
I've had a lot of luck with Get a Gold, and all I've seen all over everywhere is how bad Get a Gold are. I did a 500k Get a Gold. I only lost about 180,000 profit. All said and done, which sounds like a lot, but prior to that, I mean, it was unreal. I would say I was pulling in a lead about every 5 to 7. Well, probably every 7 to 9 is more realistic. Elite every 7 to 9 Get a Golds. It was crazy. I'd sometimes get 3 or 4 in a row. It's nuts.
I mean, the Get a Gold strategy is never going to be as good as it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always going to be 5,000 for that card. The cards that you pull out of it right now are never going to be as valuable as they are right now.
Yeah.
So, I saw Gutfox do some Get a Golds, and he had a string of great luck as far as coin quick sells.
Nice.
But in general, it's a pretty good method right now to make some coins if you're willing to gamble a little bit with it.
For sure, and that's the thing. If you go in, it's just like going to the damn casino. You go in with whatever you're planning on spending on Get a Golds, and if you literally don't make any of it back, you're fine with it. If you go in going, I'm going to drop 200,000 on Get a Gold, and I'm going to make 100,000, you are doing it the wrong way.
Now, see, it's funny because you're playing it like the dollar slots. I play at the penny slots, and I'm doing the buy a card for 500, and it's working out. I mean, I still play like. I don't have $1 million. Little correction though. You had said 14 Weekend League wins. Obviously, they didn't have Weekend League, but you said you wanted to be an 86 overall and have $1 million in the bank, or have Barry Sanders. You got 4 million in the bank, and you had Barry Sanders, so you crushed that.
I had Barry. Yeah. The thing is with Barry, and I think we're gonna see him go between 900k. And 1.1 million. He's going to go back and forth for that for a long time. Something or someone is going to happen in the game, and then he's going to drop a little bit. I remember Kurt Warner last year. No one wanted him, but because of training, he sat at a certain point. So I would think the time to get Barry is probably going to be around Halloween time. So it sucks because I already miss him on my team, but a card for 1.1 million. I can't have at this point. He's got to be like the best card in the ever, and he's not.
You're going to see Barry dip when we get another really top legend running back. So, an Eric Dickerson, somebody that can match him with speed, but also have the physical stats that he doesn't have. So when we see a Walter Payton or an Eric Dickerson, somebody like that come out that can be obtained for, let's say, 300 to 400K, you're going to see his price just go completely in half. If you're looking to get Barry, if you can wait for it. 1 million is too much to pay for any card in the game right now, in my opinion. With that said, he's the best card in the game, and there's no question about it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So my team, I fell short on all projections. I wanted to be an 84 overall. I'm an 83. And I wanted the middle in the bank. And I've got, as of the last time I was on a couple hours ago, about 220, but I had some auctions working, so I could be sitting at like 250, 260 when I log on next time, which I meant to stack coin, but I've been using it to make my team better, and I'm okay with it. So yeah, that's my update for the week. Swain, you got a weekly reminder you like to remind everybody of?
Yeah, I was going to stop this like 2 weeks ago, but just a reminder, we're getting close to it. Power Up Pass. Don't forget, write it down, put it somewhere. I don't think last time I know Platt I haven't used any Power Up Passes yet. I feel like you should use those, but yeah, definitely get ready because we're getting close to that point where we're going to start wanting to use those Power Up Passes.
Gotcha. All right. It's good advice. It's helped me out so far because I can't wait to get those passes back and use them on better cards, hopefully, or at least different cards. All right. So I'm going to let you guys talk about some content, Legends, Superstar MVPs Part 2, and whatever future content you want.
I'll go first, Platt, if you don't mind. So Legends, we did get, how many did we get? We got 10?
I want to say 8, but that could be
You
wrong.
may be right. You may be right. 8 to 10, somewhere around there.
Well, because we got 3 more yesterday.
The most important thing here is that you want to get your legend solos done to get your token to get a free legend. Because unless I'm wrong, I believe that expires in 2 days. That's on Saturday, September 5th. So it's full games. Just get through it because this week specifically, they have more than they normally will. I think I got 5 tokens, and I don't know if the next 3 dropped them. I got to go look. Just something to get done. Obviously, we're going to get new legends on Saturday, and I think I'm so confused with how they're explaining legends this year being different. I would assume that they're going to do an LTD that's going to quick sell for a certain amount of coins. We haven't seen that yet, so I assume on Saturday we're going to get 2 regular LTDs, and we'll get 2 legend cards, and then we'll get the boss, which should be the LTD. We might see maybe even... I think we're still going to see 89s and 90s this week. I really do. I think it's too early to bump to 90 and 91. That's just early to me.
Well, I believe the regular legends that will come out will be 89s. But I do believe that the boss versions of those would probably be like a 90 overall and probably be limited. But I can't get really any confirmation on that. I've reached out to Charelle, haven't heard back from him. But I do believe, based on the preseason stream that we got, that's kind of the direction they're going.
The only other thing we had was the ultimate kickoff, but it's not ultimate kickoff. It's please forgive me, guys. Superstars. That the new one comes out tomorrow. They just tweeted about it. One thing I noticed, I could be wrong on this, but I'm guessing that the cards to be used aren't going to be the same ones that we had from last week. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're sitting on a bunch of 80, 81, 82s, they're probably not going to go. Those may go into, but some of the other ones won't. The 86s, the 85s that went in to make the other ones. Something to keep in mind. Check that out.
We should get all new cards tomorrow. So yeah. I know we're getting the Zeke Elliott, which looks really good, by the way. We're also getting the Myles Garrett, which looks equally good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get new 85s, 86s, and all the way down the ladder. So yeah. I wouldn't anticipate any of the old cards from Series 1 going into the Series 2 Master sets.
Yeah. See, it seems like they did that last year where there were the 3 cards. I remember, like, for whatever reason, the set Ben Roethlisberger he was like a 85 and he was always expensive. Every other card in that set, but that one card was expensive. Something to look at tomorrow. There might be some coins to be made. But yeah, they did that for a long time. I was struggling to remember how I actually made coins last year. I made a lot of coins last year on the Superstar program, and I don't remember how I actually was able to do that. There was some way I was actually able to do that, and I don't remember how I was.
Well, Patrick Mahomes set was really valuable. You could make him pretty cheap, and he was going for relatively high at that time. So I don't know if that's what you're thinking of. But
it might have been that. Maybe I was just buying those lower cards when they dropped down in price. I gotta remember how I did that. If I do, I'll bring it back next week. I just randomly thought of that. I made so many coins last year doing that on certain sets.
Gotcha. Well, you were talking about the new Legends that came out. You said that they're full games, just get through them. There are so many challenges, especially if you're working on solo challenges. There are so many challenges right now that are full games. It's driving me nuts. What are you all doing to maximize, because everybody's got a different amount of time they can play. I can play, I stay up late, so I can play for a couple hours every night. Everybody's got different amounts of access to the game and free time. What do they need to do to maximize their time, however much it is, to get the most bang for their buck?
Well, so for you and Platt both, I mean, obviously Platt doesn't need this recommendation, but you guys have to do that full legend solo, because a full legend, even if it's the worst one, is going to be clutch for you. If I don't do that solo, it's not the end of the world, because I'm $100 bundle away from replacing it. You know what I mean? So for no money spent or low amount of money spent, you have to do those. You have to do, because you're getting a free legend. It could be on the week that it seems like when that first week they finally have it, it's always somebody good. It's an LT, it's a Vic, it's somebody that everybody wants, and everybody tries to get that one lucky pull to get them. And if you're one of the people that spends the time to get those solos done and you pull one of those cards, you're going to be so happy that you spent the time to do it. Put it on run clock, run inside zone the whole time, whatever you want to do. Just get through it. Don't use that as your the solos to upgrade mills or some of your dailies, all that. Just literally get in there, win 3-0. Just get in there, win 3-0, move on. Don't even think about it. Don't waste time. Don't try to get interceptions. Don't play against the computer. Just get it done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, outside of the Legends solos, I can't say that there's much value right now in solos. The Legend one is a big one. You're going to kick yourself if you haven't done those when it comes time to get your free one. So Swain's 100% on point. Outside of that, we're really waiting for a gauntlet. We're waiting for a journey. If you've done all of your rivals, if you've done, all of the other solos that you can do, there's really not much to do right now.
Because aren't all the team builders full games too?
Yeah, I personally haven't done the team builders. I wouldn't recommend that being a good use of your time. They're all full games, and the reward at the end, I think all you get's like an 84, 85 nat, so you can't even sell it and make some coins. So to me, I wouldn't touch those. Make sure you're doing your dailies. Make sure you're getting that progress to your power up passes and getting that quick sell every day. Outside of that, make sure you're doing your legends. If you're doing that, we're all just kind of sitting around waiting for more solos to come out.
Yeah.
It's sad. The game's been out a week.
Yeah.
And there's plenty to do, but a lot of it's just not worth doing.
I think we need the incentive. I don't know. I had read, and I don't know how accurate it is. It sounds like it's really accurate that the daily challenge on the MUT Superstars was to get a 77 to 79 card. So you're supposed to play.
That today,
yeah. You literally.
Well, apparently, I've missed one already somehow.
Yeah.
So
if there was a solo, if there was a solo to kick a field goal for a 77 to 79, I may just pass over it. There's some. The best solos that you'll ever see is something that we have to grind out and work for and get a good reward at the end. That's why the Legends solo is such a good one to do. I think everyone will probably do that one, especially early in the game. Last year, I think it was Gauntlet. was it Gauntlet? You got a 89 or higher, or was it 91 or higher, 93 or higher, something like that. And I think of Plat when we did this because it was very challenging, Wes. Probably one of the more challenging, and it would just piss you off doing it. I finally got it done. I think we got it. I got Lamar, didn't I?
Yeah.
That was so fun. And every time you fail that challenge, you're just like, I got to keep going because it's going to be worth it. I know even if it's the worst card I can pull, it's still going to be worth my time and effort. I got to keep going. I got to keep going. Doing a solo for a 77 to 79, it's all good. You guys can have it. I'm not going to do that, you know? So
you can keep that.
Hopefully we might get new solos tomorrow that you got to get something like maybe you get 25% of what you need to make the new card in the set that comes out. And that's the thing. People that play MUT, the people that grind MUT, we don't mind spending time to do something, but make it worth our time. Any game's going to be like that. You like progression. You like feeling like you're being rewarded for your efforts and the time you're spending doing something. It's no different than, playing a game like Zelda or a role-playing game when every time you kill so many people and you get experience, you level up. It's always that, I just leveled up. I have no fucking idea what that means, but I leveled up. I don't care. Same thing in Madden. Most people are going to hit max level 50 if they're not there already. So now there's no incentive to want to push and grind for that. If there's no solos, that's going to get us a really, really good card. Now you're going to be left with, I have a puppy that came into the room. You're going to be left with trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do with my time? Do I play head-to-head? Do I play MUT draft? It's tough right now, and it's only been out a week, and I hope that they blast us with a ton of stuff next week.
Gotcha. All right. Well, something else is tough right now. Playing a lot of these full games for solos starts to show the ugly side of this game with bugs. And bugs are kind of twofold this year. There's some graphical bugs that are really shameful, and there's some gameplay bugs that I'm going to let you guys talk about. But on the graphical side, I've had everybody's talking about the one where all the chalk or the paint on the field is gone. There's no end zone art. There's no midfield art. There's no lines, no hashtags, no nothing, or hashtags, hash marks. I've had that a couple times, but the one that's most frustrating to me is everything goes white. All you can really see is your opponent's helmets, and it happens sometimes 5 or 6 plays a game.
Yeah,
it's pretty ridiculous, especially considering I never saw that last year or the year before. So, but talk about some of the other bugs in the game.
I think we're seeing a lot of minor issues with the game that I think we were all expecting. If anybody out there was thinking, oh man, this game's gonna be like perfect, set to go, no game's like that. But especially during something like COVID going on, they get a little bit of a pass for a lot of that stuff. Obviously, it's something I had a conversation with the other day with a few people where it was like, if it wasn't for the bugs right now, like how good is Madden? Take content out of it. I'm talking about gameplay and just overall playing the game right now. Are you genuinely having fun playing online? Are you having fun playing? I'm having fun playing solos. Head to head, I've had a few moments of being frustrated, but ever since then, I've been having a really good time playing the game. You take some of these bugs that are out there, the obvious ones. I mean, I saw a clip of a guy that looked like Walking Dead. He was just spinning in a circle. I mean, those kind of things are going to happen in the beginning. We also haven't had a patch yet. But I'm just saying, with all that in mind, if they get those little issues fixed, gameplay's kind of fun again. It really, it seems to me, it's just my opinion, it is totally different than last year's Madden when it comes to gameplay and knowledge of like what works, what doesn't work. I'm running plays I have never run before. I'm excited about trying new things on defense. I'm not running the same. Last year I ran the same defense damn near all year. I ran stretch all year. You're seeing all these other plays now, and I think it's expected, and my only concern is if they fix this, that it makes more issues in other areas, and I really don't want to see that happen.
I feel like, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I think history has shown us with EA, when they do fix one thing, another thing is inevitably going to pop up. Hopefully, it's just not as bad as the current bugs that we have. So things that I look for in a game, I want I want what they tell us is going to work. I want that stuff to work. I want force defenders to work. I want contains to work. I want the blitzes, I want the offensive linemen to notice that, you're bringing the same blitz for the 15th time this game. I want the offensive linemen to get smart and pick that up like they told us they would. Those are the things that I want. And those aren't necessarily bugs. Those are the things that they promised us when this game came out that still don't work. Those are the things that I want them to actually fix. Now, the bugs, do they get a pass? Don't they get a pass? I don't really care. What I care about is the disconnects. That's not a bug, that's a game flaw. And that has been in the game for several years, and they still haven't found a way to fix that. I don't anticipate them to fix it this year, but those are the things that are stopping it from being the best Madden that we've ever had. It's making sure that the game mechanics actually work, because they've got the things in place. When you look at the zones, how you can manipulate how far your defenders drop back in zones, that is a huge thing that is kind of being overshadowed this year because there is no pass rush. Everybody's just running man. So we haven't really been able to take advantage of those zones. But I believe as the game goes along, as they fix some of these other things, and as better players come out, we'll start to see that zone kind of kick in a little bit. Because once these wide receivers come out, tight ends come out, they can break away from that man. Everyone's just going to switch back to cover 3, cover 4 zone like they did last year.
Gotcha. Yeah, from my viewpoint with the bugs, I don't even say bugs, just gameplay wise. It's frustrating on Ultimate Team because you're used to playing with superstars. And last year it was a lot easier to run the ball. Blocking is frustrating, but I honestly feel like it plays more realistically like it should than it did last year. So it's not really a complaint. It's a good thing. I think it'd be great, especially if that translates over to franchise as well. That's something that at some point down the road I'm gonna explore. So
Yeah, the DC thing it sucks. Just bottom line, it sucks. It's funny. I'm going to use Strades as an example. Strades was in no hurry to play Madden. He was stuck on Call of Duty, like stuck on it. He did not want to leave. And then randomly, I kept seeing him tweet that he's having issues. You're talking about the same kind of thing that's happening to people in Madden. You're playing a lot of the DCs happen before kickoff. You get in, you're matched, and all of a sudden disconnect from the game. You lose. You have to restart the game. That's frustrating. Strades was playing Call of Duty, going the whole time, getting the win, which is not easy to do, and then it wouldn't give him credit for it. So I can only imagine the frustration I would have playing a game like Madden, playing the whole game, winning, and then not getting credited the win for it. A lot of the DCs you're seeing are full-on cheaters at the beginning of the game, or at some point they're not winning and then they decide to cheat. That part frustrates me. I think the most frustrating thing for me when it comes to some of the glitches, bugs, things they're having issues with, is if I do anything in the auction or I play any solos, I go to find a head-to-head game, searching. I have to leave, I have to come back, I have to restart my game. That's extra frustrating for me because when I stream and I have to restart the game, I lose chat, and I hate when I lose chat. So that's something that I've had go on for over a year now. I don't remember that happening in Madden 19.
Nope.
So
that's a Madden 20 exclusive right there.
Yeah.
Just like you said, you're in the auction house, you're messing around with your lineup, you're doing upgrades, you try to go play head-to-head, no chance. Last year, it would just give you the error message, and you would have to manually restart your game. This year, it says searching, but we know that it's not really searching, that you're going to have to manually restart your game.
Can't really play squads right now. That's glitched out. Obviously, solo battles, we don't have that. We don't have weekend league. And I see people's frustration, this sucks. We need some, but you know what? They're working on it. So I'd rather them work on it. Take a month. Just my opinion. Take a month. Get it right. If it takes a month to do it, I'll wait a month. I would much rather wait a month to play weekend league than play it next week and have 5 DCs and get pissed off and start yelling at all these people for cheating.
They wouldn't let us pay the rest of the value of the game for a month, would they? Can we pay them when they fix their game?
Highly unlikely.
I agree with you. Here's where I'm at with it. If we had gotten content at the end of Madden 20, I would be less likely to hold them over the fire right now. But they literally took off the last 4 months of the game, gave us 0 content because they were working on Madden 21, and they still don't have Madden 21 fixed. So I hear you, and I agree. I don't want them to put out a mode or, weekend league or solo battles and it be glitched. Nobody wants that. But at the same time, we have to hold them accountable and say,
it is their job.
This is your job. You took the last several months off of the last year. What were you doing? I feel like we have a beta game right now, and it shouldn't be that way. We already had the beta. They should have had this worked out already. Why they didn't, that's up for them to say why they didn't. But at the end of the day, we're all paying for this game. We're all paying for the content. We're buying packs. We're engaging in the game. I think we need to hold them more accountable. And at least the least that they can do is better communicate to us. Tell us exactly when things are coming. And they've done a pretty good job of that. We still don't know when a gauntlet is coming. We still don't know when the next promo is coming. Those are the things that I'm looking for. They gave it to us last year. They gave us a monthly roadmap. Here's what's coming out this month.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Even if it's just mid-September, late September, here's what to look out for. We're getting next to nothing. They had an entire stream a couple of days ago with a developer that basically just told us how hard it was to work from home. To me, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I think we have to hold them more accountable. And the way we do that, unfortunately, is through social media interaction and by holding back paying for packs. And a lot of people just aren't comfortable doing that.
And I hope that people find maybe a better way to communicate the frustrations, because up and down the list, I mean, from people that work there to people that work with them to people that can't stand them, I mean, it's frustrating for everybody involved, and instead of seeing so much of the complaint, I'd rather see more of like solutions or an idea of how to fix something, rather than, hey, your game sucks, fix this shit. Is, hey, I noticed that this happens. Would it be possible for this to be something that might be able to help? Because it's crazy being on Twitter. I can only imagine having some of the positions that people do at EA with the shit you see on Twitter. Again, and that's it all kind of ties into what I was saying is, if these bugs get fixed, I really genuinely think it's a really fun game, and I think it's clearly, in my eyes, it's better than last year, even with the bugs. It just
that's what I was going to ask. Is like, with all that said, where does this game stack up against Maddens of the past couple of years?
We have
at this point.
At this point, right now, I mean, it's not one of the better ones because of all the little hiccups that we have. But I think a lot of them are minor. It's just a matter of if they get them fixed. If we get to a point where 2 weeks from now somebody has a pass play that works for every single person in the world, that's going to become an issue. Right now, it's crazy playing right now. You literally, this is on a competitive side, but you literally match up somebody different every single game. You play a lot of cover one right now, I'm not going to lie to you, but every single game I'm head scratching. How do I stop this? How do I stop this? How do I stop that? It's such a refreshing feeling right now to play Madden and have that. I'm looking forward to that continuing. But man, they got to get the bugs fixed. It has to happen, and they've made it a point to say that they are working on it.
And what I'm looking forward to more on the MUT side is we need more content. We need more long form solos. We need gauntlets. We need journeys, or at least we need to know when those things are coming, because, we all kind of said at the start, kind of what's everybody doing? We're doing legend solos. Those aren't fun, but the reward is fun. We need some more content, and, we're not getting flashbacks. We're not getting veterans. We're not getting heavyweights. When are we getting those things? These are things that past Maddens we had from the start. And that was something to get us through the week. What did we have on Monday this week? Nothing. What did we have on Tuesday? Nothing. We had Legends on Wednesday. That's great. Is that going to be a normal thing going forward? No.
Probably not.
So, I'm not the guy that bitches and complains about this, but they're literally doing the bare minimum right now. And
I wonder if it's better or worse to say, hey, this Monday coming up we're having flashbacks, and then say, actually it's going to get delayed a week, or if it's better to just keep quiet. I'm not defending you or saying you're right or you're wrong or whatever. I'm just saying I'm guessing that's probably what's going on. Is rather than saying like we're supposed to have flashbacks, but we had a goof, we're still trying to figure it out. Is just keep quiet about it because we might get a crazy situation where they just throw all kinds of stuff at us out of nowhere, and then we're all overwhelmed again, which would shut up most of the people in the community.
So to me, saying nothing is never the answer. When we look at businesses, I mean, we're all business people here. We can't say nothing because then everybody's left to wonder, well, what's going on? Are we ever going to get it? If you tell them that it's coming Monday, if it is going to be delayed, say, hey, listen, I know we said it was going to be Monday. It's going to be delayed. Here's the reason why.
Yeah, I get it.
I just don't want them to say nothing because when you say nothing, then we're just left to wonder if it's ever coming.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I know we've got to have a little bit of a time limit tonight. So is there anything you guys want to talk about before we get into our weekly goals for next week?
I wanted to talk about one thing. We kind of talk about these rules throughout the year. We need to add another rule to the list.
This can't be good.
This is my rule. Guys, when we pull platinum cards, we have to quick sell them. We can't be putting them in our
He's playing just fine. He's not going to go down in value.
Hanging onto these cards, like not knowing that we have, an $80,000 quick sell card in our lineup. So, Wes, I'm just having fun with you, man.
Oh, no, that's great.
We have to know when we pull these cards, and Swain likes to hang on to these cards. I will ask him, Swain, did you hang on to your Aaron Donald?
Hell no. But I already had him. And I thought I should do it, and I thought he doesn't really go in value. That's the only reason why I didn't hold on to him.
Yeah. Sell these cards. To me, coins are way more valuable because you may want to do an investment. And yeah, when it comes time to do that investment, you can always quick sell those cards. That's very true. And this is more going forward. Right now, I mean, Swain has a very valid point when it comes to the Lane Johnson. Use him. He fits in your lineup. He's a card that you can use whenever you do need another card. You can always quick sell that. And the card you want to replace him with is always going to be lower than it is right now. So I definitely get that. But as a rule, going forward, let's just be aware when we're pulling these cards. And
yeah, it wasn't a mistake. I didn't just throw him in there and not know. But I didn't think Tone had said, why not quick sell him? And then somebody else mentioned, I think it was Barbosa, was like, look, you could buy his card for 48 and then or 44 or whatever. You're still gonna have 48 left over or 42 left over. So, and I was like, yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. So it makes sense. It's a good tip.
And especially like if you're not playing head to head, how important is your right tackle right now? For somebody like Swain, offensive line, very important. Skill position.
To me, super, because I just like to run the ball. So,
but if you're just playing, solos, grinding out solos, you don't really need a top overall right tackle right now. You can get by with a low 80s. So that would just be my point is depending on what you're using your team for, if it's head to head, yeah, you need a good team. For solos, that's why my overall is right where it is. And I can upgrade anybody on my team right now if I wanted to, but there's nobody out right now that I'm willing to pay for that's really going to upgrade over anybody that I already have.
Gotcha. All right. Well, before we get into Platts Platinum players this week, let's do our goals for the week, and we will start with Mr. Swain.
Gosh, man, I would think they're going to carry on. Zeke's going to cost me some coins. And with Weekend League coming around the corner, I feel like we're going to get a legend this weekend that I'm really going to want. If we do, that's going to cost me some coins. I'm hoping to stay above 3 million, possibly get to an 87 overall. And, we don't have Weekend League this week, so no goal there. Maybe win another Super Bowl in head to head if things calm down. I have to work that shift tonight, and then I have 4 days off. I'm gonna get some time this weekend to sit down and play. So yeah, I'm gonna say Super Bowl. Still have 3 million coins and maybe go up 1 overall.
All right, Platt.
So for me, I'm not gonna put an overall goal out there today because I do not see any players coming out that's really gonna, change my lineup that much. What I want to make sure I get done is all of the legend solos, all of the daily solos from now until next week. And, I would really love to upgrade my Lamar Jackson. I've been holding off. I want to see him get down to around 200K is about what I'm willing to pay for it. So that's a maybe. The other two definitely want to get my legend solos done. Maybe go up an overall, but I'm pretty happy where I'm at right now.
Okay. For me, I'm hoping to get up to an 85 overall. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if I don't set it as a goal, then I won't push that hard for it. And I just want 2 million in the bank. And honestly, I want to push myself to jump into some head-to-head, whether probably MUT draft, just to get used and get some trophies. I want to get that Coach Madden at some point this year, and I'm going to have to do a lot of trophy getting to get it. So that's where I'm at.
Wes, are you
Really?
maxed out right now?
What's that?
Are you
No,
at
no, I need to get that in the next couple days.
Yeah, so you get that. I mean, you'll get some coins from that, and you'll get some power-up passes to use, and that'll definitely upgrade your team.
Okay.
Three quick things before we wrap up. Coach Madden, I'm going to just say this right now. Coach Madden is going to be amazing. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care the fucking theories and all this. They're looking all over the place. They're not going to have us spend 600 trophies on Coach Madden for him to be equal or even close to equal as the other coaches out there. Everybody calm down. Take a deep breath. Relax. It's going to be good. They're probably doing this specifically so we all can't have... There's people out there, shockingly enough, that probably have over 1,000 trophies right now. Shit, there may be somebody with 2,000 trophies right now, for all I know. They're not going to allow somebody to get so far ahead of the game of everybody else to be able to get +1 speed or possibly +2 speed with Coach Madden. They're going to take their time to allow those things to come out. The second thing I had was, if anybody is new to this channel or they're listening to this and they would like, we literally ask any question you want. You can go to any of our live streams. We're more than happy to help. And the third thing I had, and it kind of ties into some things that I saw take place this week. If you're playing a game, it doesn't have to be Madden. Any game you're playing, we all have, it's been a stressful year for, I think, everybody. If you have things going on, you're stressed. I've had some stressful moments where I've streamed and I've been stressed out on stream and I've had to shut stream down. It's just an eye-opener, an ear thing for you guys. If you find out that you're stressed out to the point where you're not even having fun playing a video game, my camera freaking froze on me, didn't it? Just take a break from it. That's all I'm saying. We get frustrated. The video game aspect and us hanging out and doing our thing, this is to escape our stresses. This is to come home, relax, take your mind off everything else, and just play a game. If you're getting so frustrated at Madden to where, that anger is getting worse, for God's sakes, just take a break. Take a night off. Take a couple days off, whatever it may be. We got a lot of stress, enough things going on. Let's focus on the things that are fun and try to enjoy. There's a lot of things to enjoy on Madden right now. Let's try to focus on that rather than making it literally ruin your entire day because the game DC'd you. You know what I mean? It sucks, but come on. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get my 2 cents.
Good point. Well, speaking of having fun, I know Mr. Platt's got some platinum players for us to have fun with this week. What do you got, buddy?
All right, I got a couple team builders and a new legend I want everybody to take a look at. And these are all for budget teams. I'm not going to throw out guys that are, 1, 2, 300K because I'm not trying those players out. I wouldn't recommend, anybody with a mid-level team to either. AJ Charelle, he is a team builder, one of, I believe, the fastest cornerback in the game at 90 speed. Speed is king right now. We want to make sure that we have the fastest guys at every position that we can. The second guy, also a team builder, Trey Waynes. He's right up there with 90 speed as well. Man coverage is a little low at 79, but again, these aren't high legend guys, so you're going to have to concede a little bit on some of that. The last one, Rod Woodson, he has a hybrid safety card. One of his set pieces, the 85 overall. 85 speed, good card, really good budget card. If you can't go for the full Rod Woodson, pick this card up throughout the year. Maybe you'll be able to pick up his other pieces and build up to his full legend. AJ Charelle, Trey Waynes, Rod Woodson, those are my platinum players this week.
Gotcha. Sounds great.
They've been
All
clutch.
right, guys.
Wow.
Well,
They've been clutch this year. Good job on that.
that is going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. You can find us anytime during the week at where can they find you? For real this time?
Twitter.com/PlatinumWoods, MySpace.com/PlatinumWoods, Chatterbait, OnlyFans, P1Adnum.
Swain
And Schrade's mom's house.
Swain_games everywhere. Swain_games.
And I am Westman Y2K on all the things. You can find us on Facebook, the Ultimate Team Experience site at MUTXP on Facebook, MUT Experience on Twitter, and the YouTube link is in the chat. So, guys, until next week, we will see you soon. Keep playing Madden. Good luck with your teams. Have a good night.
Peace.
Love it, guys.
Later.
Have a good evening. We'll see you soon. Take care.